There are moments in life when a simple touch can change everything. Imagine your hands as keys that open locked doors, capable of awakening sensations you thought were forgotten and of reigniting the passion you once dreamed of. Every touch can become a quiet journey connecting body and soul, reminding you that intimacy has no age and that your experience is a treasure that can turn any encounter into an unforgettable moment. Hands are much more than mere physical tools. They represent a bridge between two bodies and a means to convey care, attention, and desire. When used intentionally, they can awaken deep emotions and strengthen intimacy in a meaningful way. Every caress, every brush, carries a silent message of respect and presence, and the way they are used reflects empathy and understanding of the other person's needs. It is not just about seeking immediate pleasure, but about creating a space where both people can feel heard and understood. The sensitivity of the hands allows you to adjust pressure, follow the contours of the body, and adapt to your partner's natural rhythm, becoming a language of its own that goes beyond words. By understanding this potential, older men can rediscover their ability to give and receive pleasure consciously and respectfully, strengthening both emotional and physical connection at the same time. Careful use of hands also promotes trust and mutual understanding, essential elements for any satisfying intimate relationship. Taking the time to learn to perceive the body's signals, interpret subtle movements, and respond attentively transforms every touch into a meaningful moment. This approach not only enhances the sexual experience, but also contributes to overall well-being, as true intimacy involves both mind and body. The combination of patience, curiosity, and respect turns hands into an extension of affection and communication, capable of providing pleasure, comfort, and emotional closeness, thus creating a solid foundation for enjoying intimacy safely and fully. Before any intimate contact, it is crucial to establish a framework of respect and safety based on consent. Asking clearly and calmly, with a soft and attentive voice, whether the other person feels comfortable with each gesture creates an open dialogue that strengthens trust. Simple phrases like, "Is it okay if I touch here?" or "Do you want me to continue?" allow both people to feel safe and heard. Communication does not end with the initial question. It should continue throughout the encounter, adapting to verbal and nonverbal responses. This principle ensures that every action is carried out with care and consideration, avoiding discomfort and fostering an environment of mutual respect. Preparation also includes essential physical aspects. Hands should be clean, nails trimmed and filed, without edges that could cause tiny injuries. Removing rings, bracelets, or any accessory that could irritate the skin is crucial to prevent discomfort or risk of infection. Additionally, proper lubrication can greatly enhance the experience by reducing friction and increasing sensitivity. It is recommended to use neutral water-based lubricants, free of fragrances or alcohol, that are safe and compatible with the skin. Mental preparation is also part of intimacy. Relaxing, focusing on breathing, and maintaining full attention toward your partner establishes the foundation for respectful and pleasurable contact, where both feel cared for and valued. Getting ready for an intimate encounter is not just about desire or the intention to connect. It also involves caring for both partners' hygiene and physical and mental well-being. Hands should be thoroughly washed with warm water and soap, paying special attention under the nails, and keeping nails short and filed to avoid any discomfort or minor cuts that could cause pain. Removing rings, bracelets, or other accessories ensures no risk of irritation. Applying the right lubricant, preferably water-based and fragrance-free, can make every movement smoother and more enjoyable, reducing friction and enhancing the natural sensitivity of the skin. Mental preparation is equally important. Deep breathing, focusing attention on your partner, and maintaining a curious and respectful attitude helps create a safe and relaxed environment where every touch can be fully enjoyed. Before moving forward, I'd love to know something to connect with our community. Which city or country are you watching from? Write it in the comments. I enjoy learning about the people who truly care about their well-being, and it helps me create content that is more useful and relevant for you and your region. Let's get to the point. Mental and physical relaxation creates the foundation for intimacy to be genuine and pleasurable. Taking a few minutes to calm the mind, imagine a harmonious encounter, and be present in the moment allows both bodies to synchronize, increasing receptivity to caresses and touch. This conscious preparation transforms every gesture, from a gentle brush to a deeper caress, into a meaningful and enriching experience, because pleasure begins long before touching the body, and it is nourished by mutual trust and attention. Warming up is a crucial step that allows body and mind to gradually enter intimacy, exploring areas away from the genitals and creating an atmosphere of trust and shared desire. Starting with gentle caresses on the neck, shoulders, lower back, or inner arms awakens sensitivity and helps relax the nervous system. Every touch should be slow, with pauses to perceive the body's reaction, while deep breathing accompanies the movements. Using clothing as a light barrier can maintain a sense of mystery, increasing anticipation and emotional connection. This process is not a mechanical preparation, but a subtle dance of closeness and observation. As the fingertips move over the hips and thighs, one can notice how the body responds even without direct contact with the genitals. Every light brush and conscious pause sends signals of care and attention, strengthening intimacy and creating a bond that goes beyond physical stimulation. Patience and delicacy at this stage allow the body to gradually open to pleasure, ensuring that the experience is enjoyable, safe, and deeply connected. The partner's body constantly communicates through subtle signals indicating pleasure, comfort, or the need for adjustment. Breathing is one of the clearest indicators. Changes in rhythm, deeper or shorter breaths, can signal excitement or relaxation. Small hip movements, muscle twitches, or leaning into the touch are signs that the body is receptive and responding positively. Observing these cues carefully allows every gesture to be adapted to intensify the connection, avoiding unnecessary pressure and fostering an environment of respect and care. Correctly interpreting body language helps make movements more natural and pleasurable, strengthening trust and mutual intimacy. Observation is not limited to visible movement, but also includes the tension and relaxation of muscles, the way arms or legs adjust, and how the body opens up to touch. These cues reveal which areas are more sensitive, how caresses are perceived, and when it is the right moment to change the intensity or type of touch. Paying attention to these signals allows a harmonious flow between both partners, avoiding rush and promoting conscious enjoyment. The silent communication that arises from body language complements any verbal dialogue, creating a bond that transforms every touch into an act of care and shared pleasure. External contact should be carried out with gentle, deliberate movements, always observing the partner's body response. Slow circular motions, combined with pauses, allow you to feel how each area reacts and adapt to the unique sensitivity of each person. The goal is not to achieve a quick outcome, but to perceive every response and adjust the pressure, angle, and speed of the caresses. Starting over clothing or slightly covered areas creates anticipation that increases desire and prepares the body for deeper stages of intimacy. Every gesture conveys intention and care, reinforcing emotional connection while stimulating physically. Patience at this stage is essential, as consistency and softness generate security and trust. Exploring the hips, thighs, and lower abdomen with the fingertips teaches you to recognize how the body responds without excessive pressure. Maintaining a steady rhythm and repeating gentle patterns allows the partner to relax and open to the experience, while strengthening nonverbal communication. Even simply keeping a hand still, feeling shared warmth and pulse, can create a deep connection, showing that conscious physical touch goes far beyond direct genital stimulation. Using the second hand is a powerful tool to enrich the intimate experience, as it allows you to complement and balance caresses without increasing intensity. While one hand follows a steady pattern in the main area of stimulation, the other can accompany with soft touches on the abdomen, sides, or even the chest, creating a sense of harmony and comprehensive care. This dual contact not only amplifies physical pleasure, but also conveys emotional support, showing the partner that you are present in every moment, attentive to their needs, and comfortable respecting their pace. Coordinating both hands creates a rhythmic flow that strengthens connection and trust, turning every gesture into silent and effective communication between the two bodies. Additionally, the second hand can be used to provide stability and support, helping the partner relax and feel accompanied. For example, gently placing the palm on the hip or abdomen while the other hand explores the body delicately generates security and comfort. This type of contact demonstrates that the intention is not simply to stimulate, but to care and accompany. Through these gestures, the emotional bond is reinforced, making the experience feel like a shared act of tenderness and respect, where every bodily reaction is noticed and valued, consciously increasing pleasure. Exploring the front area and the G-spot requires patience, attention, and sensitivity, as everyone perceives these areas differently. This region, located on the front wall just a few centimeters in, can feel more textured or spongy and is highly responsive when there is sufficient blood flow and relaxation. The key is not to find an exact point, but to learn to perceive how the body responds, using gentle and consistent movements that allow sensitivity to be recognized without causing discomfort. Curiosity and mindful observation are essential to adjust pressure, angle, and speed according to the body's signals. It is important to remember that not everyone experiences internal stimulation in the same way. Some prefer external contact combined with attention to this area, while others may feel deep pleasure with direct but delicate touches. Calmly asking, "Does this feel good?" or "Do you want me to adjust the pressure?" reinforces communication and ensures that the stimulation is enjoyable. Additionally, using breathing and body rhythm as a guide allows the exploration to be fluid and natural, transforming every touch into a sensory dialogue where trust and full attention are essential for a satisfying, intimate experience. As the partner's body shows openness and comfort, it is possible to gradually increase the intensity of caresses, always with respect and coordination. It is crucial not to rush, as everyone has a different sensitivity threshold, and moving too fast can cause discomfort. For example, noticing that breathing becomes deeper and body movements more synchronized with touch can indicate the opportunity to slightly increase pressure and the range of motions, always checking with the partner on how it feels. This slow and conscious progression allows every gesture to be fully appreciated, fostering a richer and more satisfying experience where pleasure builds step by step without being forced. Respecting bodily signals is key to maintaining harmony during increasing intensity. If any sign of discomfort appears, such as a sudden change in breathing or a slight muscle tension, it is recommended to immediately adjust pressure or return to gentler movements. This constant attention shows empathy and commitment to the partner's well-being, turning the experience into a mutual exchange of care and pleasure. Coordinating hands and listening to the body allows intensity to grow safely, creating a perfect balance between excitement and comfort, ensuring that every touch is meaningful and appreciated. Performing conscious movements requires being fully present in every gesture, adjusting the speed, pressure, and direction of caresses according to the partner's responses. Coordination between the right and left hands is essential to create a sense of harmony that combines physical pleasure and emotional connection. While one hand maintains a steady rhythmic movement, the other can complement with soft gestures, such as caressing the sides, abdomen, or even the chest, reinforcing nonverbal communication and creating a continuous flow of pleasurable sensations. Mindful attention ensures that every touch is meaningful, avoiding mechanical or rushed movements that could break concentration and emotional connection. The concept of conscious movements also applies to patients and observing breathing and muscle changes. Every gesture should have intention, as if following the internal rhythm of your partner's body, adapting to each response and respecting natural boundaries. For example, a slow circular motion over the skin, combined with strategic pauses to feel the body's reaction, can be far more stimulating than a quick or erratic touch. This synchrony between both bodies strengthens the sense of intimacy and security, allowing the experience to feel deep, coordinated, and emotionally satisfying. Carefully observing the partner's bodily signals is essential to maintaining a pleasurable and respectful experience. Every breath, every hip movement, or muscle contraction conveys information about the level of arousal and comfort. For example, a slight tremor or a prolonged sigh indicates that stimulation is effective, while a sudden change in breathing may signal the need to reduce pressure or adjust the rhythm. Paying attention to these signals allows you to naturally adjust movements, ensuring that the sensation of pleasure remains constant without causing discomfort. The ability to correctly interpret these reactions demonstrates empathy and commitment, strengthening mutual trust and avoiding unnecessary interruptions in the flow of touch. Adjusting pressure and rhythm also means being aware of gradual changes in arousal. As the body responds more intensely, movements should accompany this evolution without overdoing it. For instance, if breathing quickens and hip movements become more pronounced, you can gently increase intensity while maintaining coordination and consistency. This balance between attention, respect, and synchronization ensures that every touch is experienced as part of a dialogue between bodies, where sensitivity and mutual understanding create a deep and pleasurable experience. Consistency in movements is one of the most valued elements during intimacy. Maintaining a regular and predictable rhythm conveys security to the partner's body, allowing them to relax and focus on pleasure. Short, slow, and repetitive motions can generate much more intense sensations than fast or irregular actions, because consistency provides a framework of trust and stability. For example, a rhythmic touch in the intimate area accompanied by gentle caresses along the sides or abdomen creates a sense of continuity that the body recognizes and fully enjoys. Rhythmic patterns not only foster physical pleasure, but also strengthen emotional connection. Repetition creates familiarity and allows both bodies to synchronize, generating a natural flow that feels harmonious and relaxing. Additionally, maintaining a constant rhythm helps prevent fatigue or discomfort, as the body does not have to continuously adapt to sudden changes. This approach teaches that it is not always necessary to constantly vary or intensify. Security, attention, and regularity are the most effective tools for sustained pleasure and deep intimacy, where every gesture becomes an act of care and mutual respect. After climax, the body enters a state of deep relaxation that requires ongoing attention and care. Abruptly withdrawing contact can cause discomfort or a sense of abandonment, so keeping a hand gently on the abdomen, stroking hair, or holding the partner calmly conveys security and emotional closeness. This post-pleasure time allows the body to regain its natural rhythm while reinforcing the emotional bond between partners, demonstrating that the experience does not end with climax, but includes shared support and empathy. Patience and sensitivity in these moments are clear signs of respect and consideration, strengthening trust and intimacy. Verbal and nonverbal communication during this period is also key to consolidating connection. Asking how the partner feels or simply sharing a silent sigh can be more meaningful than any physical action. Observing breathing, subtle movements, and facial expressions provides valuable information about emotional and physical states. These seemingly small gestures help make the post-pleasure moment as enriching as the encounter itself, showing that continuous attention and conscious presence are fundamental for full and satisfying intimacy. Everyone has unique preferences and sensitivities, so exploring different types of touch is essential to enrich the experience. Some women enjoy broad strokes that travel from the outer thighs inward, creating an enveloping sensation, while others prefer more localized touches or movements that circle the pelvic area without direct pressure on the most sensitive points. This variety helps maintain tension and prolong pleasure without overstimulation, adapting to the partner's bodily responses and creating a constant dialogue between sensations and movements. Careful experimentation also includes intensity and speed of gestures. Firm but consistent contact can provide a sense of containment and security, while softer, slower movements offer calm and preparation for more intense stimulation. Changing angles, applying slight adjustments in pressure, or alternating between different body areas helps discover new forms of pleasure and better understand the partner's preferences. The key is to maintain full attention, observe reactions, and adapt techniques based on responses, turning every interaction into a shared exploration of pleasure and mutual care. The use of angles and support can significantly transform comfort and intensity during intimate experiences. Placing a pillow under the hips or adjusting torso inclination allows better access to certain areas and facilitates more precise movements, adapting to the partner's anatomy. These small positional changes not only increase comfort, but also optimize stimulation, making contact more pleasurable and natural. Exploring different positions with care and observation helps discover which angles provide the greatest satisfaction without forcing the body or causing unnecessary tension. Moreover, using support and adjustments is not only about improving physical sensation, but also reinforcing emotional connection. Slightly changing body inclination or gently resting a leg on the partner's back can be a gesture of consideration showing attention and care. These details allow both partners to feel comfortable and present, strengthening mutual trust. Creativity in posture and body arrangement becomes a tool to enhance pleasure while always maintaining safety and respect for the partner's boundaries. Hygiene before, during, and after intimate contact is essential to prevent infections and ensure a safe and enjoyable experience. Carefully washing hands with warm water and soap, keeping nails short, and avoiding accessories such as rings or bracelets prevents microinjuries and reduces the transfer of bacteria. Cleanliness not only protects health, but also conveys respect for one's own body and the partner's, creating an environment of care and mutual trust. Using appropriate lubricants is also crucial to reduce friction and avoid irritation. Water-based, fragrance-free products are ideal for maintaining the body's natural balance, while alternating types of contact, such as anal and vaginal, requires intermediate cleaning or the use of new gloves to prevent contamination. Listening to the body in case of burning, pain, or irritation, and stopping activity when necessary is a sign of respect and maturity. Maintaining these habits ensures that pleasure is always accompanied by well-being and safety, strengthening trust in the relationship. Active listening during intimate contact is key to ensuring that both partners feel comfortable and understood. Observing breathing, changes in heart rate, and body movements allows interpreting signals of pleasure or discomfort without words. Expressing oneself verbally also strengthens the connection. Simple phrases such as asking if something feels good or if a change in rhythm is desired convey attention and respect. Constant communication prevents misunderstandings and allows adjusting the experience so that both partners feel safe and satisfied. Active communication also fosters an environment of trust where new sensations can be explored without fear or shame. Sharing preferences, doubts, or intense sensations strengthens the emotional bond and allows discovering together what brings the greatest pleasure. The combination of nonverbal observation and open dialogue creates a space where pleasure is accompanied by understanding and empathy, making the experience deeper and more meaningful for both. Physical pleasure is only part of the experience, and emotional connection amplifies intimacy and satisfaction. Small gestures such as gentle caresses, prolonged hugs, and eye contact while sharing the moment reinforce the emotional bond. Emotional closeness allows every touch to feel more intense because the goal is not only physical pleasure, but also sharing a sense of care and closeness that strengthens the relationship. Focusing attention on the partner, recognizing their emotions, and responding with affection transforms the experience into a holistic encounter where physical and emotional pleasure intertwine. Moments of tenderness and support during and after contact create meaningful memories and foster trust. Emotional connection ensures that every interaction is perceived as an expression of respect, care, and complicity, making intimacy deeper and more enriching. Maintaining healthy sexual well-being as we age requires attention to both body and mind. Regular physical activity helps preserve muscle elasticity, improve blood circulation, and maintain the energy needed for intimate contact. A balanced, nutrient-rich diet supports hormonal balance and overall vitality, directly contributing to desire and sexual performance. Additionally, specific exercises to strengthen the pelvic area can increase sensitivity and improve control during stimulation, ensuring fuller and more satisfying experiences. Comprehensive care also involves attention to emotional health and the relationship. Open communication about desires, boundaries, and preferences becomes even more important over time, as it strengthens trust and prevents misunderstandings. Incorporating moments of relaxation, massages, or shared activities not directly related to sexuality helps maintain emotional intimacy and the effective connection. In this way, sexual well-being is perceived as part of a healthy and balanced lifestyle, where body, mind, and emotions interact harmoniously. The learning and practice of conscious sexuality are based on the combination of trust, empathy, and knowledge. Confidence in oneself and in the partner allows exploring new experiences without fear, while empathy ensures that every action is performed with respect and attention to the other's feelings. Understanding the scientific foundations of pleasure and sexual response provides tools to adjust movements, intensity, and rhythm effectively, enhancing the experience for both. Finally, integrating these principles into daily life promotes healthier and more rewarding relationships. Open communication, observing signals, and a willingness to learn continuously are essential elements that ensure every encounter is safe, pleasurable, and emotionally satisfying. Practicing with care and respect transforms each interaction into a moment of deep connection, where physical pleasure combines with emotional closeness, leaving a lasting sense of well-being and shared intimacy.